I'm from Malaysia, but I'm here like, 30-some years.
Mei Chow is a chef and owner of NYPD, a French-Malaysian restaurant in New York's Chinatown.
It's actually a French name. It's called with spice.
Fresh spinach sauce and
Her husband Mark, a photographer, has documented it. Due to COVID-19 and a lack of tourists, Mei was forced to close her doors in June.
At the same time, I'm also glad that I closed because of the difficulty that I have to face.
NYPD is just one of the many businesses lining Chinatown streets that's been hit hard in more ways than one.
First news out saying, oh, this come from China. Of course, right away we're like, oh, is this going to affect us? And of course, it affects us. The whole Chinatown, starting one by one, they all closed. There is no business because of the Chinatown, Chinese virus,
As with any pandemic, we have people that would like to blame another group for the issue, and this time is no exception.
Wellington Chen is with the Chinatown Partnership.
We understand we're sensitive to the pain, the loss, the death, and the loss of job, the economic devastation, but we are in it as much as anybody else.
He says Chinatown doesn't have enough visitors to recover. Normally packed streets are empty, but worry over another issue fills the air.
The number of anti-Asian harassment or hate crime or incidents have risen since the pandemic broke.
As far as I know, we are the first police department to have the Asian Hate Crime Task Force.
Stuart Liu is the commanding officer of the NYPD's Asian Hate Crime Task Force, a unit announced in May to tackle the rise in hate crimes against Asian Americans. The agency has investigated 26 cases this year, up from 3 this time last year. It's something Officer Liu has experienced.
When I was 7 years old, I immigrated to America with my mom and my dad. When we got here, my dad took a job delivering Chinese food in Manhattan North. And during his time here, he was on more than one occasion victims of a robbery. We had to go through the process from the other side, and it was difficult.
There's a lot of mistrust in the police department, especially in the Asian community, where the general public doesn't really like to get involved too much, even when they're victims of a crime.
Officer Jackie Wong and the commander say breaking down the language barrier will help. Jackie says it did in his first case.
I spoke to her in Cantonese. I built a little bit of rapport with her. She was able to, give us information that led to identifying the 2 suspects.
Well, I'm glad the city is setting up this task force. I won't venture out to some place that I'm not familiar or anything like that. The fear it's there.
Not everyone believes police involvement is the right answer.
I think that the task force might be a Band-Aid solution for the problem.
Jennifer Wang is with the National Asian Pacific American Women's Forum, one of the 26 Asian American organizations in New York that signed a letter saying they were against the creation of the task force.
The problem at its core might actually be that for Asian Americans, we are a community of color, and it's very hard to trust that law enforcement will protect us.
The task force aims at creating a better, more understanding culture around reporting hate crimes.
This is absolutely very important for people that are victimized to come forward and to press charges, because you could be preventing another hate crime from happening in the future down the road.
In New York City, I'm Chloe Nordquist reporting.